Artemus Toast here, and I'm just doing a quick upload tonight. I actually don't feel very well. Stomach's kind of killing me, but I have a confession to make. I fell off the wagon. Not in the sense that you may think I fell off the wagon. I'm still alcohol free. Been over 5 years now. You've seen my previous upload, February 26th. That was my 5-year anniversary of being sober from alcohol and everything else. In a general sense. But this past New Year's, I'm pretty sure I did an upload about it. I gave up caffeinated, like pop, soda pop, Coke, or whatever you want to call it, depending on where you are in the country. Soda water, where I'm at right now, we call it pop. So I gave up caffeinated pop, which is to say that I won't still drink ginger ale or even like orange soda. I mean, heck, I had like my first root beer. No, it was Dr. Pepper like a couple weeks ago, and it was like the best tasting thing I ever had in my life. But I'm limiting myself to those things. Gave up caffeinated pop in general, but every once in a while I will treat myself to maybe a Dr. Pepper or something. But that's beside the point. Like I said, that was New Year's resolution, this past year. So, over, almost 7 full months of not drinking caffeinated pop. Well, the previous New Year's, I gave up coffee. Completely gave up coffee until yesterday. So it was more than a year and a half. No coffee. And once again, coffee's not particularly bad for you. It's just one of those things I was trying to eliminate from my life because I drank it all the time. I would drink, throughout the day, maybe 3 pots of coffee, which that can't be good for you. And plus, I didn't like what it did to my teeth, etc. A lot of things I didn't like about it. So I gave it up. And Mrs. Toast and I were, we're planning on going to Nashville. I got some things to do there fairly soon. And we were just, looking at some of the things to do in Nashville. And what really caught our attention, attention, were, nice coffee shops and the fancy coffees and how much I miss those things. And, today's Monday. Excuse me, today's Tuesday. On Saturday, it was raining. It was kind of chilly for July, and I was, grilling steaks because, even if it's raining, I'm still gonna grill. But that day I didn't feel particularly great, and Sunday, the thought had crossed my mind because my Mrs. Toast still drinks coffee. I was like, maybe I'll partake, and I didn't Sunday either. Then yesterday, I decided to, once again, this isn't like a major thing, I fell off the wagon. It's coffee, man. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a personal thing. Like, I wouldn't say it feels like a failure because it's just coffee. It's not, detrimental to my health. It doesn't affect my lifestyle or anything like that. But long story short, I drank about a pot of coffee yesterday morning. It was just me and little Toast, and she's off from school. I was off from one of my many jobs yesterday, and we were hanging out, and I was kind of like floating around the store like a hummingbird, and then I had a caffeine crash. I wasn't feeling very well, and then this morning, before one of my many jobs, before I went to work. I drank a large glass of coffee, and although it didn't leave me feeling as jittery today, it wreaked havoc on my stomach. So I'm kind of debating or whether or not I'm gonna drink any more coffee. It's not completely ruled out. Not like alcohol or tobacco products or any kind of illegal substances are completely ruled out in my life. But caffeinated pop definitely is, because I just never felt good about it. It never left me feeling good. It just, you know, I'd prefer to drink water or milk. I do partake in iced tea, you know. So it's not like I eliminated caffeine in a general sense. You know, I know chocolate has caffeine, and sometimes I drink, excuse me, I eat chocolate. But long story short, once again, you know, yesterday and today I drank some coffee. I like my coffee black, plain, you know, no sugar, no cream, no nothing. And you know, I'm still up in the air whether or not I'm going to continue drinking coffee. You know, I don't like the way it left me feeling the last couple days, so I may eliminate it, you know, again altogether. But there is something nice about, you know, the beginning of a workday, having a nice hot cup of coffee. Another thing, it's summertime right now. For the most part, it's mostly warm or hot, and you know, a hot beverage really doesn't mix well with that. You know, whereas in winter and colder weather, you know, it's nice to have a hot cup of coffee. So, like I said, that's still up in the air. You know, I drank coffee the last couple of days. Once again, it's not that big of a deal, but when he gave something up for a year and a half, it's, you know, it's different. You know, readjusting to something, I guess. Once again, you know, I know it's just coffee. You know, not that big of a deal, but I fell off the wagon, drank coffee the last couple of days. Once again, still up in the air whether I'm going to drink any more coffee. For the short term, didn't leave me feeling very well. So, you know, whatever. Dang, 7 minutes. 7 minute short upload of just me ranting about drinking coffee. Whatever. Anyway, Artemus Toast out.